Hi everyone, so today we are going to do this drawing of a cactus or whatever kind of house plants you have that you find at home that you feel are going to make a nice drawing or are attractive to you. So I thought it might be nice just to kind of draw from observation again. So we're going to do a little bit of looking at our drawing first, or what the subject, which is a cactus, and I'm going to draw up my basic shapes as always up the top. Like so. Okay, so this cactus is in a cylindrical pot, so I'm going to start off firstly by marking out my cylinder for my pot. So the pot is wide on top and thinner at the bottom. So I am going to try and get two symmetrical or matching cylinders, but one is bigger than the other, so that it kind of creates a cylindrical cone with the top chopped off. Hope that makes sense. So now we have the back and the front and the bottom of our cylinder, and I'm now going to rub away this part here. On my drawing board I can see that there is a line behind my pot, so I'm going to draw that about there, and I can see that the pot has cast a shadow going back behind the pot that way. Okay, so I'm possibly not going to have enough room for my cactus, so I'm going to just lightly rub away my basic shapes, and I'm going to start off with the biggest part of the cactus, and I am going to draw a straight line going down for the center mark of that. Okay, I can see three smaller little baby cacti growing from about there out. So I'm just going to get those all kind of like lined as to where they're going to be. So I'm going to start with the main cactus at the front, or at the back, sorry. And I'm going to just draw a nice big oval shape for that there. Okay, this little smaller cactus here, I'm going to draw as an oval there. The middle one here, which is coming forward, I'm going to draw as an oval in front of there, and then this smaller one I'm going to draw here, like so. So now that I have my cactus blocked out kind of where I want it, I'm going to rub away all of my main little lines like so. And now I can tidy up my outline. Okay, now I'm going to look at this part here, and I can see that there is there are ridges on the edge of my cactus, so I'm going to draw the ridges that I can see. I can see that there is a V shape here on the top, and there is a little line going down here like so. And then I can see that there is the edge of that cactus. It's sort of wavy and it's got little lumps on, like so. Then along here I can see that there are the same little lumps, but they're looking forward at me, and they're little white circles, and they're where the spikes are growing from. And again, this edge then I can see is slightly ridged. The spikes are growing from there, and I can vaguely see another little ridge there. Now, okay, so I can see again here that there is a little V parts. Little notches. Like so. I can see the edge of my pot that I'm going to draw going around. And I can see the top of the little stones that are in here that's filling up the top of, to decorate the inside of my pot. There's little bits of sand and gravel. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to my cactus. I can see that there's a V shape there, and then 1, 2. Okay, there is the basic shape of all of the cactuses drawn out. I have left off all of the spikes because I'm going to draw those last. I'm going to do some shading first before I do any of the detail like the spike. I'm now going to try and draw my pot. Now my pot has a little lip on the top of it, so I'm going to take the edge in ever so slightly, and I'm going to put the little ridge on the bottom as well to match. That I can see, like so, and I can see that there are little lines on the outside edge of my pot here that are kind of going around. Like so. So I'm just going to rub away some of my lines that I don't need anymore. Okay. And I'm now just outlining everything. Okay, so along here I have drawn in these little directional lines, and they're going to help me to shade in my cactus. Now I have got a 4B pencil here, and I'm actually going to sharpen it so that it's got a nice point to it, and I'm going to use it on this edge like this to try and get some shading on this part of my cactus. So I'm just using it very, very softly to kind of create that dark texture of the skin of the cactus. So you can see here, I'm just applying it all over. I'm trying to do sort of V shapes to try and get the sections of each part of the cactus so they look more 3D. Okay, now along here I'm going to shade that edge really much deeper. Like so. I can see there are little V lines on the surface of the cactus, like that. And there's some shines as well, so I'm going to rub out some of the areas just to create some of the shine. Now, I can start now drawing in the little spikes that I can see. And this is a rather spiky little cactus. see that there's a little tiny shadow there, because along this edge it's hard to see in the drawing because it's kind of flat, but it's more treaty, and that's why I'm doing kind of a V the way I'm shading it, so it kind of helps me to see that it's like that. I can see that there's some shines along here, so I'm going to rub those away again, and then I'm going to draw in the very kind of the darker pattern to show the way the cactus was growing. And on here there was a shadow as well. Now you may not be able to see the actual edge of the cactus from the angle I'm looking at, so it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of see, but I'm trying to get the idea of where the shadows are that I can see. So in this part it's kind of quite dark, so I'm going to make in there very dark to make it more kind of standing out. Okay. Now, so these spikes then here are kind of growing outwards. Like so. And I can see here as well that there are lots of the little spikes. So okay, so there is the main stem, and now I'm going to try and recreate that across all of the others. So it's very important that the direction that you shade in, I guess, makes sense in the drawing that you're trying to create. Because if I just scribbled over each section, it wouldn't give me a 3D effect. Now, if I'm losing the effect, like what I'm doing here, where it's sort of not working out so well, you can layer the pencil where I have a shadow that's soft, and then on top of it I'm drawing my lines back in. And so that kind of has helped that a little bit. I'm going to rub out some parts. And you can see the rubber is actually blending a little bit of the pencil together as well. And it's kind of helping it look a bit more 3D. And if I do my little spikes now, okay, and then again underneath and the bottom here it's quite dark, so I'm going to darken that all up considerably. Like so. And I'm going to shade over where the stones are. Okay.